What's going on, folks? I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits, Hack the Planet. Today we're looking at Popular Mechanic, March 1969. And we got a little kitty cat envoy over here to help us out. Now, I want to get into this. Look how scared that guy is. Look at that look of fear in his eyes. He's actually Clark Kent, I bet. Look at those glasses. Yep, he's going to save everyone. Anyways, amazing new way to see tornadoes on your TV. I bet what's going on here is that the tornado is messing with the signal. And I wonder if whatever they're listing here is going to be the way it still goes now that that over the air is digital now. I don't know if it shows up at the ephemera of the fingerprints on the side from the gentleman who was reading this. The razor of the year 2000. What the heck is that? Is it real? Is someone going to be doing lines of pancake batter? Also, this is remarkable. An antenna you don't have to mount to the roof. That's interesting. He's mounting it right out the window. Geez, good luck finding a wife that'll let you do that. Oh, wow, that did not age well at all. The lazy pipe tobacco. Oh, I have to send a picture of this to my feminist girlfriends. Oh my goodness, I can't. Wow. Oh my goodness. Midnight. I wonder if they were right about the patriarchy midnight. It's worth mentioning that within this time, 1969, there are still a lot of advertisements about how to. Oh, geez. I was just going to say about how to get your own job, become your own man, and less recruitment stuff. Alright, I could be wrong, but I think this is the first recruitment advertisement I found. I could be way off, but I'm wondering if we're going from a time within 68 here where we once wanted to all have our own businesses and stuff to businesses being so powerful that all we have is the choice to work for them. And I really see the increased cost in going to school and whatnot in these advertisements. It keeps saying that we will take care of you and give you your education. And what I'm seeing, I feel like I'm seeing less of is get out there, do it on your own, and you will have an enterprise. It seems like we're at a late stage here where everyone who has the enterprises has it maxed out, and there's no room for new people. Old timers, please tell me if I'm way off on this. I legitimately never understood how these antennas work that were supposed to draw the signal closer to you, apparently. I've only seen an antenna control system that went left or right. This is completely new to me. Actually, that antenna in question used to stand right up here. It was a very normal thing for houses to have them, and when we controlled it, it would move it this way and that way, and we would get a better signal. You get a better signal, you get more TV channels. Getting more TV channels was a big deal back in the day. Where I am, we only got what was called the Farmers 3 or 4. But then if you had satellite, the farmers could also get satellite, there was no codes on it or anything. There was no anything on it, so you could just flip through and get any channel basically directly from the satellites. Hack the planet, right, Midnight? Oh, I love these advertisements for electronics. I love these advertisements for little things that are wonderful to play with for a little bit. Model digital computer? What? Oh, I am hunting you down tonight. Solve problems, teach logic, play games with miniature versions of giant electronic brains. Oh my goodness, that is lovely. I'm going to have to check that out. Now these things right here are just lovely for projecting an image. You'd put them, literally sit them on an image, and it would project out the image with the light. Low cost color organ. Okay, a color organ. Man, sometimes it's just nice to flip through these books to see what they named things back in the day. Like, we have a completely different name for it. I want seahorses. The advertisements in this are definitely much better than the articles. I want seahorses. 20 pets. I wonder how many of them are alive by the time they get. I'm not going to finish that thought. Aqualand Pet Center, eh? Miami. Now, hydraulic jack repairs. I can't imagine actually repairing one of those, but I mean, there's money in it. Somebody said there was money in it, and that's wonderful. I wish there was these days. Let's face it, we're all throwaway technology these days, but that's okay because, you know, Chinese people can make stuff so much cheaper than we can, and geez, it doesn't matter if they have throwaway lives. We'll just get everything made new from over there. Now, when I say Chinese have throwaway lives, the Chinese people freaking rock, but I have issues with how they're treated by the CCP. And since they've been so devalued and treated so badly that now their labor isn't worth a whole heck of a lot, us Westerners, we we used to have furniture making places around me in like Orangeville and Hanover. Huh, they even had two types of Jeeps back then, the dainty and the rugged. Anyways, back in the day in my area, you could get out of high school in September, get a job, a wife, a car, and a house, by September and be out and be good. You can't do that these days. But you'd have a job in manufacturing, be manufacturing furniture. These days, you just can't because every place manufactures it cheaper. Oh, I want one of those. I just hope it doesn't flip over on me. I'm such a bad driver in something like this. I would never trust myself to drive with anybody else because I would flip it on myself and I would not like to get anyone else hurt. Apparently, this magical chain makes dogs hear better. Okay. Be our own music teacher. So when I was young, we could go to where the we'd go to the old train stop building where the train used to stop to pick up people, and we'd go learn how to play. I'd learn piano, my brother would learn guitar. Do kids these days learn how to play instruments anymore? Do they want to play guitar? Do they care? Has TikTok made us in a time and a place where everyone's more interested in dancing and not interested in learning music? This is kind of remarkable. Keys to a computer. A new Honeywell solid-state keyboard set up in a home or office like a typewriter can communicate with a centralized computer. That is fascinating. There is an article here just talking about a regular keyboard looking like a typewriter. Wow. Oh, cool. Russia got its own supersonic bird, too. I wonder if they took theirs out when the French took theirs out. There's a problem with these. They went so damn fast, but there was an issue. A little piece of metal, just from the runways, it was coming up, just a little piece of metal, and because of the reverberation of the sound, the thing ultimately blew up, and they stopped flying them around. I forget what those things are called. Concord. Okay, it's Concord. Helps if I read. Check it out. This buddy's office is a model railroad. A telelift. Interesting. It's not even like one of those boom tube things that I keep hearing about in the cities. Midnight, do you need more advantage? At first, I thought these guys were using like electrodes to figure out if there was water underground. When I found out that these were Americans, I realized that's probably explosives, and they're really just looking for oil. Check it out, a mini bulldozer, a mini beep jeep. Oh, I want one. Have a home import system and bring in your own Derringer pistols. Nothing can go wrong there. Imported stiletto pocket knife, only $1.75. That's a switchblade. 9-inch overall length. Yeah. Does that guy look debonair to you? You're fat, Midnight. Jeez, lady's got the drip. That's a black box. That advertisement looks rather 90s, but nice. Oh, it's been a solid minute before I've seen a Massey Ferguson lawn tractor. Man, you don't see guys smoking pipes like that these days. Sometimes I wonder if they did that because they were trying to keep the bad taste out of their mouth from their bad teeth. Can't blame them. It was a different time. Alright, this is fascinating. It's what was from the cover. Now you can see tornadoes on TV. Turn to channel 2, and if it's white, head for the seller. That's fascinating. So for us, TVO was channel 2, and that's educational. Okay, so basically it only works with vacuum televisions on channel 2. I wonder why only on vacuum on channel 2. It's interesting that they're talking about starting at channel 13 and then switching to channel 2, because channel 13 and 2 were both channels that we got. Okay, old timers that know things about radio waves, if you know why this is all combined for some reason. Channel 2 and channel 13 must be some kind of government frequency over the air analog that they used back then. If someone could enlighten me, I would really appreciate that. White bands for lightning flashes. I want to say I remember that. So to me, this is what being a real tech is all about. They had an issue. Buddy found a solution to it. In Germany, this piece was broken here, and Buddy just got some kind of Christmas decoration so that people wouldn't run into trains. But that's the thing. There was a problem. They found a solution. Was it beautiful? No. Did it work? Yes, and that's wonderful. That's lovely. But I know so many hotshot techs that just wouldn't go through with like installing a new hard drive on a computer because it didn't have the right dock to it. Man, you just throw an SSD in there, it can hang off that cable. Is it beautiful? No. Does it work? It absolutely does. Does it look nice? No. We're all only interested in looking beautiful like Midnight. You're beautiful, Midnight. Oh, you're just too beautiful not to scratch. You're getting a pet. Oh no, I'm doomed. I'm doomed. I hit the trap. No, no. That's a popular trap. Oh, that's cool. The Boston arm, an artificial limb. Popular Mechanics is lovely for their pictures. Absolutely lovely. And this can be a life changer for somebody. My goodness, it has a battery pack. I wonder if those are type B batteries I keep hearing about. I have no idea how far our prosthetics have come, but I bet you anything they're a lot easier and cheaper than they were back then. Nothing's more American than drilling for oil. I had no idea that they could get a driller on a boat. Drill, 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 baby. Aw, yeah. The flying car, the future we were all promised. Why not? Why didn't we get it? 120 miles per hour. We was robbed. I want one of those. Can you imagine having that drop on you, though? Check that out, the mechanical newsboy. You load that stuff in there and you fire it out the side. That would be a wonderful way to mess with people. Wow. Yeah, I want one of those. I definitely want to take a shot at someone around here who walks their dog. Mean dog. Really mean dog. Goes after people. Yeah, shot the dog in the snout. Interesting article. Interesting. Oh, that looks so 70s. 10 years in deep space. Whatever happened to Sputnik anyways, I wonder. Oh boy, people do not like it when you record their information like that. Would you really want to be recording these guys? Oh man, but seriously, that's part of the fun, right? Take your tape recorder on the road. These were a big deal at a certain point in the 70s. Everybody wanted one. But this one, it's interesting. Is that power or is that a stereo with two inputs from the microphone? Interesting venue. Sweet. Popular Mechanics love to do teardowns too. And it looks like the cassette tape was pretty new fashion here. I've torn one of these things down before. There's a lot of rubber bands that will perish and you have to replace them. She seems pretty confused by this one. A luxury version of the ForTrack stereo modeled above. The ForTrack. Jeez. So many giblets you could get. So many fun things. That one looks like a pack of cigarettes. Oh, Stanley existed back then. I think this is my first sight of an advertisement of them, and it looks like their logo was the same too. And that's it, folks. From me and Midnight. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one. Take care of each other.